How to watch every NFL Week 15 game. Week 15 Watch Guide. With just 3 weeks left in the season, each game is going to gain importance. More than 20 teams are still vying for playoff spots, with the Cowboys and Seahawks being the only teams to lock down berths thus far. A couple of teams have the opportunity to do the same on Sunday and Monday, so the playoff picture is going to get clearer by the day. To catch all the action this weekend, follow our watch guide below. Philadelphia Eagles at Baltimore Ravens, 1 p.m. Fox, Sunday Ticket Channel 710. Key matchup, Jason Peters vs. Baltimore's pass rushers. The Ravens know how to get after the quarterback with Terrell Suggs and company. Peters will have his hands full in this one, as he'll do his best to protect Carson Wentz's blind side. Fun fact: the Eagles have the most false starts in the league, led by Peters' career-high 9. Cleveland Browns at Buffalo Bills, 1 p.m. CBS, 705. Key matchup, Terrell Pryor vs. Buffalo's CBs. Pryor has had a breakout season for the Browns in 2016, but he has also been one to play with an emotional edge that sometimes hurts him. Stephon Gilmore and Ronald Darby will see plenty of Pryor in coverage, which will be key to shutting down Cleveland's one-dimensional offense. Fun fact: since the start of last season, Terrell Pryor is the only player with 5,000 passing yards and 1,000 rushing yards. Green Bay Packers at Chicago Bears, 1 p.m. Fox, 711. Key matchup, Jordan Howard vs. Green Bay's front. The Packers have done a great job shutting down opposing rushing attacks, outside of Ezekiel Elliott, of course. Howard has been the Bears' spark plug this season, and the offense will go as he does. He'll need to have a big game. Fun fact: Sunday's game has a chance to be the coldest game in Bears history. It could get down to -15 degrees. Pittsburgh Steelers at Cincinnati Bengals, 1 p.m. CBS, 709. Key matchup, Le'Veon Bell vs. Vontaze Burfict. Bell is the hottest player in football right now, carrying the Steelers to a 4-game winning streak. Burfict will need to track down Bell as often as possible before he gets to the second level and makes defensive backs look silly in the open field. Fun fact: Bell joined Jim Brown as the only players with 225 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns and 50 yards receiving in a game. Jacksonville Jaguars at Houston Texans, 1 p.m. CBS, 706. Key matchup, DeAndre Hopkins vs. Jalen Ramsey. This is a matchup of two young studs. Ramsey loves to play aggressively at cornerback, getting his hands on receivers as often as possible. Hopkins has the athletic ability to make contested catches, though. Fun fact: Blake Bortles is tied for 5th with 56 touchdown passes since 2015. Tennessee Titans at Kansas City Chiefs, 1 p.m. CBS, 707. Key matchup, Chiefs pass rushers vs. Tennessee's offensive tackles. If you enjoy a battle between outstanding pass rushers and arguably the best tackle duo in the NFL, this is for you. Justin Houston and Dee Ford will go up against Taylor Lewan and Jack Conklin all day in what is certain to be a back-and-forth battle. Fun fact: the Chiefs have won 29 of 50 meetings with the Titans, including 2 of the last 3. Indianapolis Colts at Minnesota Vikings, 1 p.m. CBS, 708. Key matchup, Colts offensive line vs. Minnesota's defensive line. The Colts' recent success outside of Sunday's loss has been largely thanks to the improved play of the offensive line. Andrew Luck is getting more time to throw, thus allowing for more explosiveness on offense. Minnesota's pass rushers could cause issues, however, and wreck Indianapolis' game plan. Fun fact: the last time these teams met, Christian Ponder outplayed Andrew Luck with a passer rating of 114.6 and 2 touchdowns. Detroit Lions at New York Giants, 1 p.m. Fox, 712. Key matchup, Darius Slay vs Odell Beckham Jr. Few teams have the ability to stick one corner on Beckham, but the Lions have that ability with Slay. He's a physical corner with good speed and matches up well with OBJ. Fun fact, Eli Manning posted a passer rating of 53.0 the last time these teams met in 2014. The Giants lost 35-14. New Orleans Saints at Arizona Cardinals, 4:05 p.m. Fox, 713. Key matchup, Saints WRs vs Cardinals secondary. The Saints have a bevy of weapons on offense, but Arizona's pass defense is outstanding. Patrick Peterson probably won't shadow a single receiver, which should allow New Orleans to get some favorable matchups away from him. Fun fact, the Saints are number 1 in total offense while Arizona is number 1 in total defense. San Francisco 49ers at Atlanta Falcons, 4:05 p.m. Fox, 714. Key matchup, Carlos Hyde vs Atlanta's run defense. Hyde has been the most consistent player for the 49ers and has the ability to carry them to a win. He's their only shot at upsetting the Falcons, so he'll need to have an outstanding game in Atlanta. Fun fact, Devonta Freeman has 6 touchdowns in his last 3 home games. New England Patriots at Denver Broncos, 4:25 p.m. CBS, 715. Key matchup, Tom Brady vs Von Miller. Miller gave Brady fits last year when they met in the postseason, and you should probably expect the same in this one. The Patriots are great at taking away a team's best asset, but limiting Miller is a tall task. He and DeMarcus Ware could cause problems on the edge. Fun fact, in his last 10 games against the Broncos, Tom Brady has 21 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Oakland Raiders at San Diego Chargers, 4:25 p.m. CBS, 716. Key matchup, Amari Cooper and Michael Crabtree vs Casey Hayward. Hayward has been one of the best free agent additions of the year, doing a great job limiting star receivers week in and week out. He'll get the challenge of covering Cooper and Crabtree on Sunday, which won't be easy by any means. Fun fact, Hayward leads the NFL with 7 interceptions and 18 passes defensed. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Dallas Cowboys, 8:30 p.m. NBC. Key matchup, Gerald McCoy vs Zach Martin. This isn't the prettiest matchup, but it certainly is an important one. McCoy and Martin are 2 of the best at their respective positions, and if the Cowboys want to keep Prescott upright, this will be a key battle to win. Fun fact, McCoy has 6 sacks in his last 9 games, forcing 2 fumbles in that span. Carolina Panthers at Washington Redskins, 8:30 p.m. ESPN. Key matchup, Kelvin Benjamin vs Josh Norman. Norman said this is the most personal game he'll play all year, so he'll have an added chip on his shoulder. Don't be surprised to see him make a handful of big plays on his old friend Cam Newton as he'll primarily cover Benjamin in this one. Fun fact, Newton has never thrown an interception in his 3 meetings with the Redskins. He has 7 touchdowns in those games,